Hello again. Our second video about the Walkaway bundle. Already had some questions about it. Can you use it with 2.5? Can you make it in a bundle that will drape over the back of an air tank? We're going to try to answer some of those questions. So this one is called Walkaway bundle with variations. This is the original. This is designed to fit in my home department's compartments. That's why it is so tight and compact. And really it's only appropriate for using across your shoulder. You're not going to be able to drape it across your back. My department uses a strap system that has a side handle for it for suitcase carrying. Here it is with 2.5 and two 50-foot sections of hose to make a 100-foot run. And it is configured in a way that it will drape over the back of a firefighter's air pack. When you're dealing with two 50-foot sections coupled together, we've experimented with offsetting the couplings. On the right side you have the nozzle, and then we've created a fold that gets the couplings off of the nozzle, and then it gives you a little bit extra tail end on the female side. That's okay. We'll talk more about that later. Here it is ready to go. It also works with the 50-foot section. This is 50-foot section folded into a manner that will drape across the back of a firefighter's air pack. Video showing how you do this. Opening the two lengths of hose, grabbing the middle section and walking it forward. If you're making a 100-foot section out of two 50-foot sections of hose, this is where you would grab the two couplings, walking it forward, placing it between the male and the female coupling. We're going to make this into a longer bundle, the one that will fit across your back, as opposed to the tighter, more compact one that will fit in a small compartment. Here we have the two far ends of the bundle. We're simply bringing it around to the working end of the bundle. Working end, we're going to call that the middle between the two couplings. And there it is, bundled up nice and neat. Some fire departments, their high-rise firefighting is based off of multiple lengths of hose that is carried in 50-foot sections. Here's the original 1 3/4 high-rise bundle that we were experimenting with earlier. Here we're going to form this into one. The finished bundle is longer in length and could drape across a firefighter's back across their air pack. Here we've dressed the two ends. I'm working by myself here, and so the finished bundle is not going to be as pretty as it normally would be if you had multiple firefighters doing it. I'm simply working the two far loops of the hose all the way back to the end, pulling the two ends even. Folding it back upon itself, and that's going to give me a new set of ends. There's my new end. I'm working it forward to the working end of the bundle. It's starting to resemble the horseshoe that we had earlier. The key point of this is that it's not going to be a perfect, beautiful looking bundle, but working as one firefighter, you can quickly get this bundle back in service, get the rig back in service and back to quarters. And if you need to, back in quarters, you can have a couple of guys work together to get it looking perfect and pretty. That's the exact same bundle you just saw me make there, and I simply put the gated Y and pigtail on it, bound it up with paracord, and that is a perfectly functioning high-rise pack. Not pretty, it's not perfect, but it works just fine. Now we're talking about using the Walkaway bundle as a finish. We have a 100-foot Walkaway bundle that is attached to 100 foot of flat load in the rear bed of a fire engine. Do notice that the bundle's hanging out the end. This is a reserve apparatus and has a fairly short hose bed. It only has a 12-foot short hose bed. Here we've taken the last 12 feet of the 100-foot base section of hose off the discharge. We've lifted it out of the sleeve, placed it out of the way. That comes into play later. Here we have our 100-foot walkaway bundle. We have the couplings offset. Earlier we talked about offsetting the couplings, having a long female section. That's going to come into play here. We've flipped the bundle where the nozzle is on the bottom, then the middle set of couplings is on top, and then the female. And then we've got the ends folded over on top of it. The far side from the nozzle is the part we're going to pick up, and we simply slide it into the sleeve. Once it's neatly in the sleeve, we take that base 100-foot section that we've dressed off the side, we go ahead and attach it to the walkaway bundle. Notice that the female side of the walkaway bundle is draped over the top of the finished section of hose. This will allow it to pay off our shoulder whenever we deploy the line. Here we have a video deploying it. A little shaky with the camera work. Please bear with us. So we're going to slide the walkaway bundle out. We're going to shoulder it like any other finished load. Going to walk away. At this point, I'm the guy in the helmet deploying the line. I could reach around and grab the pull loop. Here we've got my assistant helping me. Unfortunately, it happens out of frame, but eventually the base section of hose is going to pull tight, and that's going to pull the female coupling out of my hand, and that is going to deploy the rest of the line out onto the ground. At that point, I can lay the bundle onto the ground, keeping the nozzle and the two joined couplings in my hand, and grab the other female coupling that dropped onto the ground, and I can walk that forward. Here I've run out 150 feet. And then I've taken the last 50-foot section of hose and I've got it faked out. That's the finished fake. When in doubt, you walk away and you have at least 50 feet of line ready to work. Remember, when we're talking about tactics, you need at least a coupling and the nozzle at the anchor point before you start to commit to fighting the fire. Anything less than that, you're probably going to pull short. You're going to need to go ahead and call for more hose. Thanks for watching. We'd appreciate any constructive comments, constructive criticisms. Questions are always welcome. I think that with the new technology that we have, we can share and exchange information. We can all learn from each other. The next project we're working on is we're going to take a walkaway bundle into a stairwell, deploy it, and charge it, and we'll see how it works.